Hello everyone. I wanted to do another quick video on complex room shapes. Just because there's so many permutations that we can come up across. I just wanted to give you a few more examples of ways to deal with them. So this is the room that we drew last time, and it was a basic square with a cutout in one side. So I'm going to get rid of that, and we'll start again with another room. The premise is always the same, that we start with the maximum outer dimensions of the room. I'm just going to draw a box in that is 7,000 by 3,500 and give you a few examples of things that we may come up against. Okay, so as before, this is a 2D object that we can't really do anything with, so we're going to extrude it. Control and E, and we've got our extrusion. We're going to cut a corner out of this, so we're going to say this corner is cut out a meter and a meter from each side there. So we're just going to draw dimensions in first of all. And this is just to show you a case in point that our subtractions that we do from this, we don't all have to do at once, we can do them at stages. Okay, I'm just going to do it along that wall. Oh, got it on the money, 1,000. So we want to cut out this area here. So again, we're going to do our polygon tool. I'm going to hover that where it says point, draw across the point again, draw up to here, over to here, and we're left with a triangle. Don't need these measurements anymore. Get rid of those, and we need to extrude this as well. 10 millimeters, the same as the main room. So again, we have the bit that we want to take away, and we have the main room. So we just highlight the two of them, model, and then subtract solids. We choose the option of the thing that we're wanting to keep, so that is the main part of the room, and we've got that cut away. What we'll see quite often in rooms is structural posts, structural I-beams and so on that are hidden in walls. So we have essentially a jut out, and show you how we deal with those. So for example, we're going to say that there's a post that's been plastered around that is 2,500 from this wall, and that it measures 300 millimeters by 300 millimeters. Okay, so that's the amount that it juts into the wall, and it's 2,000 millimeters from this corner. So we're going to plot in 2,000 here. We're going to drop this accurately on the point. Don't need that anymore, take it away. Again, before we can do anything with this, we have to extrude it. So Control E, 10 millimeters, and the exact same process as before. We select the two of these together, subtract solids, we pick the one that we're wanting to subtract from, and there we've got where the beam will come in. Another way you can use this, these tools, is say for example, yeah, we have this room, but it leads into a corridor here. The way we can deal with that is to add to it. So we say we have a corridor here that is 2,000 long, 2,000 wide. Okay, and again we just need to accurately snap that to the corner. Okay, and again this is 2D, so we need to extrude it out, so Control E. And this time, instead of subtracting, we're going to add these two together. So I'm going to do Control and Shift, Shift and our mouse key, and click both of those to highlight them. Go to Model, and instead of subtract, we're going to do Add. You see we've made an addition to the room. Okay, so it's always the same process. You either draw what you're wanting to add, or you draw what you're wanting to take away. the process is always the same. You must draw it in 2D, extrude it 10 millimeters, the same as the floor, place it accurately, highlight them both, and then either add or subtract. Okay, so we've effectively got the floor plan of what we want. So it's the same process as we're used to. So we go to our building shell, select our wall. I'm going to start at the top left as usual, and down, making sure that we hit the corners of each wall. Make sure you always have that little object dialog up. And there we have it. So you can see how this has formed the jut in from the wall. We've got our corner here and we've got our corridor here. If this was a true corridor and this was a separate room, then what we would want to draw across is additional wall there. You see the walls automatically join. And then of course we would need to create a door in there. So that would be like, we've effectively drawn a cupboard there. This could perhaps be a cased opening instead. Just make that a little wider. Okay, and so there we have a very accurate representation of the room that we intended. So if you just remember those same steps and take a methodical approach, don't try and do too many steps at once, and you'll do fine. Okay, thanks again.